Tom, you must do the Cog Railway. That's what somebody told me when I was planning this trip for Yane and myself. How are you doing today?
Fine, fine. All is very beautiful.
Everything's very beautiful?
Yes.
It's a nice weekend in New England, huh?
Yes.
So we're going on the Cog Railway. Do you know what the Cog Railway is?
And I don't know.
You don't know. Do they have Cog Railway in Venezuela?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, but they have mountain in Venezuela, yes?
Of course.
Of
yes,
course they have
beautiful.
mountains. So
Yes, but I know
anyway,
that.
we are going on the Cog Railway, and the Cog Railway is very, very famous, you know?
Okay.
It's very famous. It's the first Cog Railway in America, you know? And I think it was built in 1869. So we're going to do a 2-hour trip today. We're doing a 2-hour trip. Normally it'd be a 3-hour trip to the summit. But they said that on the summit, it's too windy.
Wow.
It's too windy today, so we can't go to the top. Is that okay for you?
Yes. It's okay.
Yes, it's okay for you. So let's go and ride the. I gotta hold this camera steady. Let's go ride the Cog Railway. Boarding time. Well, they're boarding now. So let's go board the Cog Railway and have some fun. All aboard. So you can see the day. It's rather overcast, and I'm hoping and praying that we're gonna have some nice sunshine. So I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna do the tour. Now normally I would do a tour of the gift shop on the way up, but seeing as we're running a little bit late, we gotta get on the train. Then we're going on the biodiesel. As I understand it, they call it a biodiesel train, and we are on the purple train. And you can see no shortage of fall colors right now. You see all the fall colors, and this looks like there's some type of an exhibit here perhaps of trains in the older day, the steam. So this is our train right here. So these are the gentlemen.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Andy? Andy? Yeah. We're on this one here, right?
We're on B.
We're on B.
Thomas Hall.
Okay, Thomas Hall.
I'll check you in right here.
All right, we have two. And is this our conductor?
That is.
I'm Ken.
You're Ken. Well, Ken, you're going to be on ThomasHall.com. You're going to be on Tom TV.
Tom TV.
People the world over are going to be watching you.
I love it.
You know that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
So you wake up in the morning and you're going to be a celebrity. I guarantee
Do
it.
I get reimbursed financially for
Well, I
this?
don't know. Now you're driving this. Now
I'm not driving. I'm the brakeman. Phil is
You're the
right
brake
there.
man.
Phil is right there.
Oh, those are the guys that are going to be responsible for taking us up?
That's right.
Now, are we going on a part that's really steep? Somebody
Yes.
told me that it's really steep.
Yep.
Well, we're just doing 2 hours, right?
It'll be about 2 hours round trip. We're stopping at Skyline, which is
Okay.
about 2/3 of the way up. We're not going up to the top because of the high winds. The highest gust is 101 miles an hour now.
I see.
So that's too high for the trains to go up. So we're stopping.
But we're still going to have we're going to still experience the scary part,
yeah,
right?
Jacob's Ladder is the steepest part of the trip.
Now this is Yane. Yane is she is from Venezuela. She is from Venezuela, and she said that in Venezuela they don't have the Cog railways there.
Like this?
And I think she might be a little bit afraid.
Oh, don't be
You know?
afraid.
So maybe while I am doing the video, and if she is too afraid, you can hold her hand.
I'd love to.
Okay?
I'd be on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go get on
be
board.
on
Okay, let's go on board. All aboard. Now, do you yell all aboard?
Well, but you're the last one's on, so we already did all that.
Oh, come
But
on.
all aboard!
There you go.
All aboard!
All aboard.
All
There you
aboard.
go.
Welcome aboard, folks.
All aboard the Cog Railway.
Cog Railway.
Mount Washington. So here we go, folks. And this is the interior. Folks are waving. Okay. Everybody's waving. Look at this. Everybody, you're going to be on Tom TV. Tomorrow morning, you wake up and you go to ThomasHall.com, and you're going to see yourselves on Tom TV. Okay. All right. So here we go. See how friendly everybody is here in America. Everybody is just so friendly, huh? Okay. Yane, she didn't know what she was getting herself into when she agreed to come on this trip with me. So we're gonna find a place. And here's a young lady. How are you? Huh? 5. You're 5 years old. Wow. Okay. So this is going to be quite an interesting experience. You can see there are some controls here and what have you. But what do you think? Pretty interesting, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm excited.
You're excited?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay. You're very excited. Fantastic. I want to go and get a picture. I'm going to go do a picture of the engine real quick. Okay? So we'll give you a picture of the engine. All right. So this would be the engine. This would be the. It says powered by White Mountain biodiesel. You can see the world's first cog railway. The world's first cog railway. And I'm not really too sure what a cog railway is, but we're going to find out. So let's go and right. Oh, there's Yane waving. Okay, what a thrill this is to have her with me on this trip. Okay, so Yane and I are underway, and this is kind of exciting, isn't it? Of course. So this is are we still on our second date? Or is this our third date?
Third.
This is our third date. Okay. So Yane and I, we actually met last weekend. We met last weekend in Orlando, and I invited Yane to come to New England. To see the autumn colors. So our second date, well, I guess our second date was yesterday, but today's our third date, and tomorrow will be our fourth date. Wow. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm very interested.
The river we're crossing over right now.
Okay, we on the park called Jacob's Ladder. This is the steepest spot. It's a 37% grade. And it really is quite an experience. I was told I should stand up.
Take a look over the left. If you're not afraid of heights, that's about a 1,000-foot drop down to the bottom of that ravine.
Trying to give you a good camera angle.
Over here on our right. Newly repainted. The kids will like that.
It's hard to stand up. I'm trying to do my best to stand up to capture this. It's really something else. You can see the train. There we are. There's Yane. Huh? Yeah. Okay.
Continue to climb into the clouds. If you're watching out the windows at all, you notice that the trees are getting smaller as we continue our climb. In fact, they're almost disappeared now, except for the shrubbery we got out here, known as a scrub pine. So we're almost at 5,000 feet above sea level, which that's the timberline from Mount Washington. We're at about 5,000 feet above sea level right now. So the bushes you're seeing out here, just the scrub pine. The grass you're seeing out here, this is a sage grass. And as we continue to climb a little bit, you'll see a lot more of the sage grass. It's a sage grass. It's also called an alpine grass because we are in the alpine zone. The rock you're seeing is predominantly granite. And that green growth you see on the granite, that's not a moss, but it's an actual plant or an algae called lichen. Like
Ken, how long have you been doing this?
3 years.
3 years?
3 years, yep.
You must meet some wonderful people doing
That's
this.
the best part of the job, all the people you meet. That's what makes the job so exciting.
Yeah.
You meet different people every trip. Every trip's an adventure.
Now, you don't do this all year, do you?
We close down the first week of December.
Okay.
Then I go skiing for the winter.
And you go skiing?
All winter, yep.
Black Diamond?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything.
Huh?
Been skiing all my life. That's why I'm here.
Look at you, huh? Look at you go. All right, this is really something.
Beautiful.
What an incredible experience.
We're getting pretty close to where we're going to start. And you can get more shots.
That.
So where are you from, Tom? Where's your base?
Well, my base is out of Fort Myers, Florida.
Oh, wow. You're a long ways from home.
Fort Myers, Florida.
Wow.
It is. I grew up in Cleveland, and this is my first real trip to New England.
No kidding. I kind of thought you lived up here. I don't know why I thought that, but no.
No, I don't have one of those funny accents.
I know. That's what they all
You know?
imitate me down below because I have a Boston accent.
Oh, yeah.
All the guys living here.
All right,
kinda
there you
silly.
have it, folks. Okay, I didn't expect them to be putting us to work, but so we gotta flip this chair around here.
Beautiful. That was simple. That was all right.
If we were at the summit, they would have been doing this for
Try
us.
this again.
There you go. So now we're gonna sit back down. Mass confusion. Just confusion on the
We'll be
causeway.
up here for about 15
Just
minutes.
really
So,
confusion.
if you guys want to come
Oh,
up, if
my
everyone wants to
goodness.
come out on the back platform.
Yeah, so we were playing musical benches. You've heard of musical chairs. We were playing musical benches here, and you know, people were confused. And there we have the next YouTube star. You know, where are you from? Massachusetts. They have a good football team there, don't they? Huh? The New England Patriots. All right. So they're gonna invite us to step outside. We can't get off the train. Now, if we were at the summit, we'd actually get off the train for a little bit. But boy, this wind is really something else. The wind's just coming through the train. Really something. And it's cold. It is cold. In fact, I think at one time the coldest recorded temperature was up here on Mount Washington in New Hampshire. I could be mistaken. But anyway, wow, this is something. But somewhere out there, amongst those clouds, is a couple walking the Appalachian Trail. And I don't know where that actually starts, but let the clouds go past and maybe you can see them again here. It's kind of hard to focus when those clouds are out there. But they're off in the distance. You can see them there. They are hiking the Appalachian Trail. Right? I can't get the camera to really focus in on them. But you can see them. They're right there. They're walking the Appalachian Trail. Isn't that something? I can only imagine how cold they are, and I can imagine her yelling at him right now, saying, "What the hell were you thinking, telling me that we should go walk the Appalachian Trail?" All right, we're on our way down. Ken has changed his position from the rear of the train to the front, and I think he's helping the gentleman up in the engine up ahead. I'm not quite sure what he's doing here. Kind of interesting operation they've got going here on the Cog Railway, and it is really a nice experience. If you're up in New England, it certainly is worth the consideration of coming down or coming up, I should say, to the Mount Washington Cog Railway. It really is a great experience. I think everybody on here really loved
If you missed it on the way up, we're going by the halfway house again. You'll see our reflection in the window on there, so you get an idea of the grade we're traveling going down the mountain.
I don't know if you can see the halfway house. actually on a tilt. It's a nice view. All right, so Yane, what did you think? Did you like? It was fun, yes? It's very different. Yes? And you would recommend?
As you know, we're back on the other side of the switch that I talked about earlier. We're coming up, and there'll be 3 trains coming up on our left.
So it's been a great trip. I got to tell you, it really has been. It's been wonderful, and it was really nice to be able to share this with Yane. I think that she probably didn't. She wasn't expecting this experience. I don't think coming up here. So it was wonderful to be able to share it with. It was nice to share with you. You know, yes, and nice to share with them. Yes, they like also. She's always doing this. Okay. Okay, now we're actually going past the water tower here, and you can see the steam trains would stop.
Now here's that other side of the water tower. If we were on that side coming up, there's plenty of clearance going by on this side because the steam locomotive doesn't stop here anymore.
So that's the water tower there. All right, and thus ends our experience on the Cogway Railway here in beautiful New Hampshire. And stepping off, there's
Thank you very much. Yeah.
there's Ken.
Yeah,
Ken,
they just grind it up, right? The railroad ties just ground it up, right? This guy wants to go over
Here comes a train right in behind us. See. Rather quiet, interestingly enough, for a diesel engine. So, with that in mind, I'm going to walk you through the gift store, as well as the museum. Normally I would do something like that beforehand, but seeing as we got here just before we were ready to go up, I thought maybe I'd do that afterward. And interesting, as you look at this here, you can see the cog in the back. You see? Right there in the back is that cog, and that's what's actually going up the tracks right there. Very interesting. Let's go inside and check out the gift store. And this would be the gift store here at the Cogway Railway. And there's no shortage of things that you might want to buy. Near here, see a little moose of a conductor there. A lot of moose up here. I don't know what the plural of moose would be. Maybe somebody could moose. But let's see here some more souvenirs that you might buy. So the museum is actually upstairs. So we'll find our way up to the museum and check that out as well. And I found my way up to the museum. You can see here it says "Live free and ride the cog." I think the motto for New Hampshire is "Live free or die," and they kind of took the liberty to change that a little bit. So there looks like they're giving you information here about why biodiesel, and different informations about the construction of the cog railway. It is an interesting. This looks like this would be a replica of one of the steam engines here. Hercules was the first locomotive with a horizontal boiler designed by railway inventor Sylvester Marsh and built in New Hampshire. It goes on to say the image below in 1902 had just been delivered to Mount Washington Cog Railway from Manchester, New Hampshire. There's something else. They would feed the coal into that. A lot of other information here. They used to ride down the cog on this device here. Let's see. They'd ride down the tracks. Kind of like a sled. Here you can see a picture of a man riding down. So this ends this visit to the Cog Railway in beautiful Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Hope you enjoyed the ride. What is our cog? A cog railway is a rack and pinion railway using a patented Marsh rack system. Design consists of a tooth-runged rack and a cog wheel pinion. So here you can see these guys are playing with this a little bit. So there's your cog. That's kind of how that works. Okay. So have a great day. I would be more than remiss if I didn't stop and take an opportunity to show you the steam cog engine here. So here you see the smoke kind of puffing out of the top, and it's got coal in the back. And look at that. Isn't that something? Mount Washington Cog Railway. Boy, there you have it, folks. And then I got the coal up on the top. Walk around to the side. Probably show you the inside of the device here. Look. I better not step up inside, but I can raise the camera up a little bit. Give you a nice view of the inside. That's where they would put the coal, right in there. Look at this. Number 9, Mount Washington. Fantastic.